We have Grandpa here telling us that the water is wet. Did you know that? Apparently, it's not wet. Like, I had people contradicting me on this. I think they're trolling. But anyway, the critics are also saying that Indiana Jones is a bad movie. And I'm like, really? You think that casting an 80-year-old man in a role where he has to swing a whip may not be an actual interesting movie to watch? There's even a scene in a trailer where he swings the whip, and then there's like 5 or 6 people pulling out guns and shooting him, but he manages to survive. You know how? He ducks under the table. Yeah. I mean, I guess the fridge scene was very popular, and they thought, yeah, let's make more unbelievable scenes like that. Let's have him in a room and he ducks under a table. And this is when the movie isn't lecturing you about racismus and capitalismus and everything. I see. But the critics are having other complaints. The electrifying escapades of the quick-witted archaeologist are about to come to an end with the latest Indiana Jones. So Indiana Jones 5 will be his last run. Wasn't like 4 supposed to be the last run? Because they actually advertised it as, let's go on one more adventure. There's one more adventure. And now, apparently, at 80 years old, he's going on another adventure. So, Indiana Jones 5, the early reviews trashed the film. James Mangold, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Well, hopefully they can dial an ambulance to bury this movie. Dead on arrival. Had an look at this. Like, what? Why are you taking an elderly person in the scorching heat? Like, this is elderly abuse. Apparently, the Harrison Ford as the titular protagonist is going to star in the movie. While some seem to be satisfied with the film, they make it an apt conclusion to the franchise. Okay, so these people were probably paid. The general consensus paid to Indiana Jones 5 being the black ship of an otherwise flourishing film series. Have you seen the previous one? You know, I'm actually worried because I think that the previous one may be considered a good film after this. Like, this is how they're actually making good movies. You have a movie that's shit, and then they make a sequel, and people say, you know what? I kind of like the previous. It wasn't that bad. With the unflattering label of rotten, the movie has acquired the critic approval of 52. The chief reason is that the CGI is being excessively used. Apparently, the authentic adventures coupled with a rather dull storyline, while Donald Clark from Irish Times compared it with an episode of a creaky, unperpetuous romp. Time magazine said that it relies heavy on CGI. Man, remember when the first Indiana Jones that made so much didn't have any CGI in it? After the production wrapped up on the sequel, Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, there had been rumors all over the internet about the test screenings of Indiana Jones 5. Were a complete disaster. The director, however, had shut down such claims at the time. With the way things are unfolding, though, I might as well believe it to be true. But to be fair, the film hasn't even been officially released in the theater yet, so early reviews weighed in with their mixed reaction. Yeah, in other words, why don't you go pay your money? You know, pay your money and then complain. After you give them the cash and they can spend it on drugs to make another Indiana Jones, then you can complain. Yeah, I don't even need to see the screening in order to just watch the trailer and realize that it's garbage. But even then, I never wanted another Indiana Jones movie. Like, if you were to make Indiana Jones, this is like the perfect time to do a reimagining. A reboot. It would have been much more sense if you casted a new person. Right? Like, Indiana Jones, my cousin was really into it, and she liked Harrison Ford in his prime. That's why she went, because he managed to make her moist as she was sitting in the cinema. And you need an actor that's actually in their prime and is like a top model, makes women melt and have their hearts go doki doki. That's what you should do if you want to make an Indiana Jones. My personal assessment is don't do it. Just don't. It's like, there's no reason. But let me know what you guys think, and as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.